And now, your feature lineup for your 40 lap super late models at Lanier Speedway. Starting on the pole, driving the number 1, that's the number 23, or driving the number 23 in position number 1, that's Jeremy Capron. His Jason President outside, driving the 129, that's Curtis Uphoff.
In row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 44 of Tyler Blankenship with the 07 of Bailey Cardwell alongside.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, that's the driver of the 111, that's Russell Snelling. Snelling's aboard the 111. And the 55 of Steven Speed starts outside of him in 6th.
Row 4, we find the 11 of Dustin Sizemore and the Jet, Roger Jet, in the 804.
Rolling off in the 7th position, or rolling off in the 9th position, that's Gary Bunsen. And his dad's right outside the number 19, that's George Castro.
Also in the field, we find the likes of Fast Frank Gonzalez of the 04, the 21 of Nathan Kasler. The number 99 is Dan Collinsworth, the number 69, Sideways, AJ Cruz. The number 81 is Joey Lamb with the 17, the Tennessee Tumbler, Brett Rolls. The Sidewinder, Scott Schroyer in the Dukes, the 83 of Josh Smith. The 66 of Steve Spees, the 68 of Ron Piles, Mike the Missile Bunsen in the 524. Adam Joseph in the 017, and Mike Massey in the 45. 23 drivers here. Tremendous crowd for the guys at DSO this evening. We are Green Flag Racing Super Late Models underway at Lanier.
And look at Tyler Blankenship, shot out of a cannon down there in that 3rd spot, now battling it out with the 129 of Curtis Uphoff. Side-by-side battle is Jeremy Capron. The number 23 machine leads the charge down into turn number 1, leads lap number 1. So the 129 of Uphoff under heavy fire from Blankenship. Here comes the 111 now down to the inside. That's Russell Snelling. Snelling down there side-by-side with the 44 of Blankenship. Great race going on for 3rd.
Great race for 3rd. Here's Blankenship trying to make it work up high. Looks like he may make it stick through the corner. Russ Snelling's that triple one car down low. They're battling for that 3rd and 4th spot. You got guys like Bailey Cardwell in the 07 trying to find room in the middle. That is a good 3, 4, 5 car race there. Steven Spees at 55, Dustin Sizemore at 11. Those guys on the outside looking in. It is all Jeremy Capron up front. We are already going to put 5 laps on the board next time around of our 40-lap featured event.
Yeah, that Capron's screen printing machine out to the advantage there in the lead. His yellow flag going to fly, though. His distance is going to be erased yet over 2nd place, so we're going to have to wait and see how that's going to affect him here. He's going to have another tangoing partner in Curtis Uphoff on the outside of him here in the 129 once again. So we'll see if Capron can get out to that lead like he did. We're going to have to see what happened to bring out this most recent yellow.
All right, well, I'm trying to find, and I do see a couple of names kind of free-falling down the standings, and was it the 2 car of Scott Schroyer? Did Scott get involved in something there, Todd?
It definitely looks like maybe the 2 machine, the Sidewinder, Scott Schroyer, getting involved in this one. So looks like Massey got involved with him. As Schroyer running towards the tail end of the field here, and he's just trying to make his way up through. Lots of guys beating and banging off each other a ton. Here is the 2. Schroyer may have checked up, and Massey gets into the back of him, and that's what brings out our yellow flag.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Yellow flag here on the opening laps of the race. Now working lap number 8 as I'm communicating with a great group we always have out there. Facebook Live always seems to keep me entertained. It's great to have all you guys up there. It's going to be Curtis Uphoff. Jeremy Capron going to take him to turn number 1. We're back to green.
Capron right now showing how he is the fastest car out in the track. He has been here all evening long, tearing up the pace here, setting quick time, winning his heat races. Yellow flag going to come out once again, and we're going to have to see what caused this one. It's the iRacing.com pace truck there does a little dance over top of the wall. It drove right over top of that wall there, Phil.
And I'm thinking, Todd, this one may have gathered up Gary Bunsen in the 77 cars. That's a car I do see kind of falling through the standings there, so that may give you something to go back and take a quick look at here live on Full Velocity TV, and I think you are already ready. What happened to Gary?
And Gary going hard down in the corner. Contact from Fast Frank Gonzalez, and Schroyer involved in that one too. Gary Bunsen able to keep it going though, Phil. But Schroyer was around in the knot there, not the benefactor there for the number 2 machine, as he was not able to keep it going, and that's what brings out the yellow.
Well, you got to give it to Scott Schroyer, too. He's the guy in charge over here at DSO, a really good driver. But you put 23, 24 really good ones out there. They're going to go at it for all they're worth. And, sometimes you got guys who maybe, just inadvertently get a black flag for something. In race control, it's a tough job to go out there and race with these guys in, have the admin control. Scott does a great job, but sometimes, and, talking to him between races, it's a tough balance of what you do first, because you want to make sure everybody else's race is fair. You want to take care of your own car and your own right. So, great job by Scott Schroyer over here at DSO tonight. Back to Green Flag Racing. Germany
Trouble.
going to bring the field, and we got a parking lot in turn number 1 and 2, and cars continue to keep piling in.
Yeah, Uphoff got loose there on the start of that one, Phil, and man, what a parking lot we had. We're going to go to Blimp to see who was involved in that one. The best question, probably the best answer to that one, who was not involved, and we know Jeremy Capron wasn't involved in that one. The rest of the field, man, I can't really tell you, but it was tough there. As Curtis Uphoff got completely sideways, and that's what started the chain reaction there with the 44 machine. I don't like that view, so we'll try this again, guys. Sorry, I apologize. Here, just look at all the cars and just the carnage, the piling up here. The 17 involved in this one, Adam Joseph involved. I mean, they got it quickly going there, Phil, but man, they just piled right in.
And the more cars got start and slowed down, the more they just stop, and the more guys from behind just kind of kept plowing into that thing. So at what point you say, hey guys, brake pedals on the left? Ask me, I always run in the back. We know what a brake pedal is, don't we, Jeff Goodpaster? Of course, I'm out there kidding. Of course, you guys out there, Facebook Live, doing a great job. See Jeff out there. Of course, Andy's out there. We see who's that. Chris Holmes, I see out there. Chris, great to see you out there. Thank you for watching. We go back to Green Flag Racing now. Jeremy Capron and Russ Stellings lead the field through turn 1. Yeah, Bailey having a good run up there and was kind of peeking around guys up front, all single file. The best race looks to be around for that 6th position. I think I see Bailey Cardwell back there racing with Curtis Uphoff. Bailey down low, Curtis there up high, and the car rolling in right behind them is George Casto in the number 19. George having a good run out of the gate, too. Good 3-car race for, I believe, position number 5. They worked their way off of 2.
Now working their way off of turn number 2, the number 19 and Castro down to the bottom side here. Curtis Uphoff. It looks like he's going to be able to complete the pass down the front straightaway here as we are halfway home. And contact made between Uphoff and Castro. We were right there, and Uphoff goes around pretty hard there. I seen him up in the air in the 129 machine after contact being made there. Castro pulls up in the 524, also getting involved in that one late, but Castro, unfortunate for that number 19 machine around.
Yeah, too bad for George. He was having a pretty good run up there, and tough break on Curtis. He started up front there, Todd, but just through the middle part of the race now involved in a second incident. Curtis Uphoff really having no luck out of the gate. They're going to have to drop to the rear of the line. Tough break for him. I see guys like Dan Collinsworth back there, laps down. I think Scott Schroyer's even pulled his car to pit road to even try to help out with some of the administrative duties here. But Uphoff going to go to the back with George Casto. I find Ron Piles and Tyler Blankenship back there with a little piece of the action. The missile Mike Budson's also back there. So there's some really good fast cars. They're going to be mired way back outside the top 20. And as you said, we're past halfway. We're about 16 or 17 laps remaining at the 3/8 mile Lanier National Speedway here in Bradenton, Georgia. There's going to be a lot of cars these guys are going to pass. I'm not sure. And the way Jeremy Capron looks up front tonight, I'm not sure anybody can make anything happen with that 23.
Yeah, 23 is definitely in his own area code here this evening. As green flag back in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway here at Lanier Speedway. Russell Snelling running in that second spot. Man, the gap between Capron and the 111 already about 5 car lengths. Sizemore right there for 3. 4th right now, Steven Spees and Bailey Cardwell running in that 5th spot in the 07 machine. Nice battle going on for 4th, though. He tries to look low at Spees, but not able to pull off that pass.
On the 55 looks to be just over-rotating it through the corner, and I'm not sure that's helping that car turn at all. As Steven Spees there, that number 55 was racing Bailey Cardwell there for that 3rd and 4th spot, up right in front of those guys. See a good race going on for 3rd there. or for second rather, Dustin Sizemore trying to give it to Russ Snellings in a triple one car. Right now, Jeremy Capron's 23 with some clear racetrack. You can see him, Todd, starting to open up that interval. He wants to go run away and high, but that battle for second is a good one. Snellings now pulling away from Sizemore. This race back here for fourth and fifth going on between Steven Spies and Bailey Cardwell. That's the best race on the racetrack.
Yeah, right now Steven Spies on the outside. That Stars on Dirt sponsored machine as we see him each and every Sunday night now for the foreseeable future. About 8 races there, 11 races there. Not sure of the exact count here, Phil, is getting mixed up in between the other leagues as we have 30 laps in of 40. As Steven Spies now still holding on to that fourth spot, trying to track down Dustin Sizemore. Bailey Cardwell still running in fifth. Roger Jett, Joey Lamb, AJ Cruz, and Josh Smith all battling it out, duking it out there. Adam Joseph right now is 10th. So that is your top 10 as they run right now. But Capron just running away, almost 2-second advantage over Russell Snellings, who is running in that second spot, trying to track him down. But I'm telling you what, last time by Capron with a 14.077, Snellings with a 14.189. Capron's on fire.
Yeah, Capron is just running away and hiding. Russ Snellings there in comfortably in second. Hornets Nest I find back here for 8th on back, Todd. I find good racing going on between old AJ sideways. AJ Cruz of 69, Josh Smith 83, Adam Joseph back here, Fast Frank Gonzalez. These guys all going at it. This is racing going on for the 8th spot right now, held by AJ Cruz. 83 of Josh Smith is all over him like a cheap suit now off of turn number 4.
Yeah, Josh Smith trying to work over the bottom side there, the 69. Like you said, AJ sideways, AJ Cruz aboard the number 69 machine. Josh Smith can just not get that forward bite coming off the corner for that 7th spot, race spot, excuse me. Joey Lamb is running 7th. He's got a battle of his own there with Roger Jett and that 804 machine, but Joey Lamb trying to make his way up through the field, but the number 23 still continuing to lead, now almost 2.5 seconds over the rest of the field. Lap traffic involved as we got 5 laps to go.
Yep, 5 more trips around. I've been back there kind of migrating back to where that Roger Jett, Joey Lamb battle for that 5th position, or 6th position rather, is going on. Roger holding on, Joey Lamb there in the 81, really going on. And you see a good little launch going on there for, who's that right behind the 81 car? That's sideways, AJ Cruz, Bailey Cardwell's 07 up ahead, but it is all Jeremy Capron up front in car 23, 2.5 seconds over Russell Snellings, who has about a half a second between himself and Dustin Sizemore, and Steven Spies back there running in 4th. So nothing happening in the top 5. Next time by, Todd, going to be 2 more trips around for the 23, who has just drove away from everybody here tonight.
As Jeremy Capron takes down the win in the number 23, the super late models. As microphone, I got to miss all that, Phil. I don't know, I'm at a loss of words. Jeremy Capron going to pick up the victory. I had a great finale for you guys, and I ruined it.
Slaughtered it. Happens, Todd. Happens to the best of us. Take a drink, get ready to go down there and talk to Jeremy if you can catch up to him, because that guy was lightning here tonight. He gets down the win. Russell Snellings in for 2nd with Dustin Sizemore 3rd. Steven Spies, Bailey Cardwell right at your top 5. Roger Jett for 6th. Joey Lamb 7th. AJ Cruz 8th. Josh Smith in 9th. And Adam Joseph makes up the balance of the top 10. So we'll move over here, get over to this screen over here, get this all worked out, move toward our post-race show. We will talk to 3 very, very fast race car drivers tonight. Of course, our 3rd place finisher being Dustin Sizemore in the 11, picking up a good finish. Russ Snellings once again on the podium. And how about car number 23, Jeremy Capron, that Todd will catch up with in victory lane. I'm hoping Todd's got his running shoes on, because Jeremy Capron is on fire. I believe it's back-to-back wins for him over here in the super late model. So great job by him. I think I've got my mouse button working correctly here now. And we'll move on toward the post-race here live on Full Velocity TV. And the first one we go to the conversation here trackside